Well, hello, my friends. Have you ever heard someone say, well, everybody else is doing it? Well, if you've had children in the home, you've probably heard that. When they can't do something they want to do, they say, well, everybody else is doing it. Well, let me suggest to you that if everybody else is doing it, it just might be wrong. Jesus gave an illustration in Matthew chapter 7 about two paths, one big wide path, a lot of people are on it, and one narrow path where there's few that are on it, and the narrow path leads to eternal life. You see, if everybody's doing it, it's probably wrong. Well, in our reading today in Leviticus chapter 18 through 20, God says in verse number 3 in chapter 18, you shall not do as they do in the land of Egypt where you lived, and you shall not do as they do in the land of Canaan, to which I'm bringing you. You shall not walk in their statutes. You shall follow my rules. And then over in chapter number 20, he says it again in verse 23, and he says, you shall not walk in the customs of the nations that I'm driving out before you, for they did all these things, and therefore I detested them. What things are they talking about? Well, in chapter 18, chapter 19, and also in chapter 20, we find immoral sexual activity. And God says, no, you are to be pure, you're to be holy. And I want to say, my friends, in our culture today, it seems like there's the sexual revolution that started many years ago that we may have heard about is so much worse today, where it's almost like anything goes, having many partners as you want, whoever you want, whatever. Let me say, my friends, God, his statutes are to be holy and to be pure. And then it goes on, it talks about offering your children to Molech, which is one of the gods. And there were the nations they were going, they would do this, offer their children to appease a god. Let me say, my friends, your children are the most precious thing that he has given to us. They are gifts to us. And I think abortion is a type of offering your children to God, so to speak. It's a selfish thing for people to do, to kill their own baby and not discipline your children, letting them do what they want to. It's kind of offering them to the gods of this world. So I want to say to you, my friends, and also before we close here, loving your neighbor as yourself. There's a number of things that talk about how we are to treat our neighbor. You know, Jesus repeated this in the New Testament about loving your neighbor as yourself. But the nations where they were going and the nations where they were being, they didn't do these kind of things. We are to be separate. We're not to be like everybody else. So if everybody's doing it, my friends, be very careful, be very cautious, because it just might be wrong. Well, God bless you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.